Figuring out how to get your business or brand recommended by AI tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, and all of those is a relatively new tactic. Yes, it builds off of modern SEO foundations, but there's extra data that we have to keep in mind when we are developing a strategy in order to get recommended by AI, which is why I was so excited when Semrush released the AI Visibility Toolkit, and that's exactly what we're going to dive into in today's video. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, I'm Mariah, an SEO consultant and educator for business owners over at mariahmagazine.com. And on this channel, I help simplify things like SEO, websites, tech, and I dive into tools and recommendations to help you grow your online business in a way that works for you. So in today's video, we're going behind the scenes of Semrush's new AI Visibility Toolkit, which is part of their new Semrush ONE plan that includes the AI Visibility Toolkit and the traditional SEO toolkit, which I use literally every single week for clients. But I wanted to show you the AI Visibility Toolkit specifically, how it works and what's included, so you can see if you want to give the tool a little spin yourself. They currently have a free 7-day trial to test out Semrush ONE. That includes the AI Visibility Toolkit. I know it's a little confusing, but if you get confused, all of the links are in the video description box below. Today's video is sponsored by Semrush, but all of the thoughts and opinions that I share in this video, they are all my own, because to be honest, I don't know how to create content and have it any other way. So without further ado, let's kick it into the screen share. Okay, so before I get into the AI Visibility Toolkit specifically, I did want to mention that when you're in Semrush, even if you don't have access to Semrush ONE or the AI Visibility Toolkit specifically, if you use the SEO toolkit and domain overview, you pop a URL in here, you will see like an AI search overview with these numbers. So you can get an AI visibility score. You can see how many times you're being mentioned, how many pages are being cited, and then the breakdown of which AI tools are creating those. So that's really helpful even if you just are using the Semrush free plan. But unfortunately, we can't get any more in depth than just this overview without jumping into the AI Visibility Toolkit specifically. But I did want to mention that just because it's really good data to be able to see from like a bird's eye view. Okay, now it's time to see what mentions, what recommendations AI is bringing to my website specifically. So if you already have the AI Visibility Toolkit set up, you already have Semrush ONE, you can go ahead and just click into these numbers and it will redirect you right over. Or if you haven't put in a URL yet, then you might see a screen that looks like this. So regardless, you can just put in the domain name that you want it to analyze, and you're already going to see a lot of information. So it breaks down that score that you got right from this page right here, like this overall 19 for me. It kind of breaks down exactly why I'm getting that score and compares it to the industry average. So the issue that I have with this industry average is that Semrush has never been really good at knowing my competitors just from my website specifically. And that's because I'm a small business. Like, I'm not a huge business like Nike, where it's easy to see that a competitor for Nike, it would be Reebok. Okay, so the industry average, just take this with a grain of salt, because it doesn't usually pull in other small businesses that are actually really relevant to you in your industry. So we can break down this data right up here based on the different country databases. So that might be helpful for you. I'm going to keep it on worldwide. And then you can also break the data down by the different AI platforms. So that might be really interesting if in your AI visibility strategy, you really want to go hard in one of these and be able to track data over time. And then you can see right here in the chart, when you hover over, you're able to see how much visibility you have on the different platforms. But now it's time to scroll and see the actual fun stuff, the stuff that we have all been waiting for, because this at a glance isn't really that helpful. We want to see the performing topics, the mentions, the pages, and all of that. So when you start scrolling down, you'll see topics and sources. You can see your top performing topics, topic opportunities, so where your competitors are mentioned, but your brand is missing. You can see the cited sources, source opportunities, and cited pages. Obviously, if you want to know the breakdown of all of these, you just hover over them, and Semrush has those little help boxes that pop up. But essentially, we'll scroll down and we'll kind of just take a look at these. And so I think some of these are funny. So right here, scuba and snorkeling, gifts and media. It's funny because like that is pulling from my YouTube channel. I have nothing about that on my actual website, but I do have a video on YouTube where I'm talking about like how to create a GIF. So it's funny that I am showing up in these prompts. Like I'm getting mentioned for how do I create my own scuba diving GIFs. Very, very interesting. That's the thing with the internet and with AI, right? Like AI, people can type in very specific things, and sometimes you show up when like you're kind of the best solution to the problem, but maybe it's not the problem that you thought you were solving. Okay, so you can see here, I would ignore this. I don't care about this. What's interesting about this one right here is business and personal clarity coaching. That is a blog post or a page that I created years ago, haven't touched it in years. I actually no longer want to show up for this and should probably delete this content, but it's interesting that it's getting mentioned in AI. And I think it's because I did do a really good job when I did want to show up for those phrases and like this topic in general. I did a really good job at creating content that was genuinely helpful. So it's cool to see that AI, even though that page or post isn't updated, I'm still getting mentioned. And so you can kind of just click around here and take a look at the different topics and stuff like that. So Semrush free trials and accounts. I do have a blog post and a YouTube video that talks about this. So you can see my visibility score. You can see how many mentions I have, how much AI volume, which I think is basically like Semrush's way to be able to see like how often people are searching for this topic in AI. And then it gives you like an breakdown of the different kinds of intent. I really, really, really like this because with AI, it's hard to just give one prompt or one mention. Like it's kind of hard to put it in the bucket of one kind of intent. So I really, really like the breakdown there. But you can open up these carrots kind of like I was doing before, and you can see just the breakdown of the prompt and what the AI response was for that prompt. So if you were trying to like reverse engineer things, this is so helpful. But you can click view full response, and now you can see, shocker, the full response. Okay, so we're going to click on the one where I was mentioned, view full response, and then we should be able to see either my YouTube video or my website listed in here. I'm not going to click on all of these YouTube links, but I'm listed somewhere in here. And so we'll close that out. But the cool thing is that if you want, right from this screen right here, if you're like, oh, this was missed, my brand wasn't mentioned, but I want it to be, Semrush does have the ability, you can click this create content option, and then it will help you create an article using their AI tool. Now, I will say that that does require an additional upgrade from the Semrush ONE option, so I'm not going to do that. But the thing that is included is that you can monitor the specific prompts and topics and all of that. So if this is something that like maybe I wanted to make sure that I was growing in visibility in AI, I would add that here and then click start tracking. So as you can see, just this overview is extremely helpful. And then I'm laughing at gifs of spoons. Yo, people want to create gifs of crazy stuff. I'm interrupting this video really quick because I created something super fun and I want to share it with you. It's a free SEO assessment and scorecard so that you can find out how searchable your business is in Google and in AI tools. This free download will help you spot the gaps, make improvements, and start attracting the people already searching for what you offer. Go ahead and snag your free copy over at my website, mariahmagazine.com/scorecard, or I will leave the link to that in the video description box below. The other thing is is if we go in the left-hand menu, we can click on competitor research. So I've already entered in some competitors that are a little bit closer to what I do than what Semrush was assuming. So I want to show up for SEO consultant and related topics like that. So I went to Google, typed in SEO consultant, and these were the top organic searches that kind of came back when I was searching for that. So I put those in as my competitors. So now it's matching me up against competitors versus like an industry overall average, which I think is a lot more helpful. So we can scroll down and now we can see the breakdown of the topics where I was mentioned and the topics that these specific competitors were mentioned where maybe I wasn't. So very helpful. And like the other screen, you can click the down arrow here and you can see the overview of the AI response and the prompt that triggered it. And so if you only want to focus on where your brand or website is missing in the AI suggestions, click on that missing tab right here and it will break it down. But keep in mind, some of these I don't want to create content around, okay? So just because Semrush is pulling it in and it's like, oh, Bruce Clay is talking about browser cache and search history management, to me, I hear that, I go, droll. Lame. I don't want to talk about that. I'll let Bruce keep that one. That does not feel fun for me. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at this stuff and try to keep it really focused on what you want to be known for. And then we can click up here and see all of this organized by the specific prompts as well. And then you can hover over this and you can see that like Bruce was mentioned talking about online social networks. I was not mentioned, and either were the other two people that I added as my competitors. So this is really, really helpful. I mean, I've said that like a million times already, but this is really great because until right now, there really wasn't a way to be able to see what prompts are driving traffic, what prompts and what topics does AI think that we are an expert in and therefore recommending our business, okay? So then we can go in here and they also have a prompt research. So I'll just type in SEO consultant and then we'll click analyze and see what pops up. So nothing great, to be honest. It doesn't seem like SEO consultant is a very good prompt because it's not very specific, but I just wanted to show you kind of what happened. So it breaks down the intent by percentages. It breaks down what it thinks the volume is around this topic, and then it breaks down more specific prompts that are kind of related to it. So to be honest, none of these I'm impressed by, so I would go back to the drawing board and kind of keep messing around with prompt research if I wanted to start showing up for something more specifically that maybe I'm not already being mentioned for. And then over here, we have a bunch of different options. I'm not going to go into all of them because this video would be way too long, but let's click on brand performance. I'll enter my domain name in. We'll click analyze. Let's just do worldwide. We'll keep it on English and then let's get started. And after a couple minutes, it's going to show you how your brand and your share of voice and your sentiment kind of shows up on the different AI tools. So you can choose the AI tool that you'd like to look at right here. And so ChatGPT was the only one that is loaded already. And so that's fine. What I don't like about this is that it apparently doesn't care about the competitors that I already entered into the other kind of like micro tool that we were using. So I would have to close out of all of these and then re-add my competitors. Hopefully they change that in the future, but you can see just like the overall, like what's the vibe between like what people are saying and the conversations that people are having about your brand and your business in these AI tools. So to be honest, I have a smaller business. I would assume that my sentiment is mostly positive or a mix between positive and neutral because I don't have the visibility of huge brands like Ahrefs, like Semrush, like Nike, like Reebok, like that type of thing. So to me, this isn't really that surprising. I feel like this might be a little bit more important for bigger brands, but regardless, we can dive into it. So you can go into the perception, into all of these different things. And then when you scroll down, you'll be able to see the breakdown of like what is driving these sentiments and this kind of like tone of voice, share of voice type thing. And so you can see the different things that it's kind of pulling through. So like content-led organic growth, I don't really talk about that or like use that phrasing or like use that kind of topic as my lead in with clients and in marketing. So to be honest, this kind of tracks, and it would make sense that Ahrefs is killing it with this because that's really what they talk about. And then if we keep going down like multi-channel organic content strategy, I don't think that I've mentioned that once. So that makes sense that I'm not showing up for that. So this is just really good at being able to compare like, hey, does this tool kind of pull up what I thought it would pull up? And are people getting the sense about my brand and my business that I want them to? Okay, so use this, especially if you're already paying for the AI Visibility Toolkit, and just make sure that like what you assume is what's really happening with AI tools. But overall, I think that my favorite part of the AI Visibility Toolkit is actually the competitor research. I think that that is so helpful. And then also the prompt research if I spent a little bit more time on it. But like this information and the way that it breaks it down and like how deep we can get into what other people that also talk about topics that we talk about, like what they're showing up for. Like this is just opening up, I think, a good can of worms if you stay really focused on what you're an expert in, but opens up a can of worms in terms of like what you could show up for, content ideas, and it allows us as an SEO person or as a person that cares about SEO to start being able to see what's showing up and what's getting mentioned in AI tools so that we can take that and kind of work backwards and support our own website, support our clients with this and all of that. So if you want to give the AI Visibility Toolkit a shot and you want to try it out for 7 days, you can sign up for the free 7-day trial of Semrush ONE. The link is in the video description box below. Just a heads up, that is an affiliate link. But when you sign up for that free 7-day trial, you will get access to test out this AI visibility kit. And to be honest, I'm really, really excited to see where this is going to go because obviously AI is shifting, SEO is shifting, software in general is always shifting. So I'm excited to see kind of how Semrush progresses through the evolution of AI and SEO and all of the really cool data that we're going to be able to get our hands on, because that's why I got into SEO, y'all. I am obsessed with the data, obsessed with like research and all of this. So hopefully this overview video was helpful for you to figure out if you want to dive in and give the AI Visibility Toolkit a shot. So that's it for today's video. If you guys found this video helpful, give me a really quick thumbs up. The symbol thumbs up does go a long way in letting the YouTube algorithm know that my video was helpful and therefore hopefully pushing it out to more people that also might find it helpful. And if you want to give Semrush ONE a shot, definitely click the link in the video description box below. Just a heads up, that is an affiliate link like I've previously mentioned, but any little link clicks and signups for the free trial does help support the channel. And if you have any questions about Semrush specifically, or if you have any ideas for new videos on the channel, definitely leave them below the video. I use your feedback and your comments to inspire new videos on the channel. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications, and I will see you in the next video.